more than all the employees of sales department. Okay. Then so previous one were earning more than what? Were earning more than all managers. Salary should be greater than all the manager salaries. So managers, how many managers are there? 3. So salary should be greater than all the 3 values. If salary greater than all 3 values, select. So similarly, any manager earning more than at least one manager, then any. Now, you're earning more than what? All the employees of sales department. Then, so then you see this select start from what? Select start from EMP, where salary should be greater than what? Salary should be greater than, should be greater than salaries of the employees who belongs to sales department. Then, so now all what? Hmm? Earning more than salaries of the employees who belongs to sales department. You know the salaries of the employees belongs to sales? No. Then how to write? Write a query. What that is? Select what? Select salary from EMP. Next, where department? See, this subquery should select sales department employee salaries, because I want to select who are earning more than all the employees of sales department. Subquery should select sales department employee salaries. Where department name equal to sales. Is it valid? It is allowed. Then this query will work. This query gives what? Error. Why? D name is not there. D name is not there in EMP table. What is there in EMP table? Department number is there. Department name is not there. You see that? Department name is not there. It is there in department table. In employee table, department number is not there. You see that? See, run this query. What is there? Department number is there. Where is the department name? Department table. Okay, na? You see that? Department name is there in department table. But what I given? Sales. I given sales. Sales department number is how much? 30. That means select the employees who belongs to sales department, means department number equals to sales department number. You know sales department number? You don't know. Write a query. Select what? Department number from what? From DEPT. Where what? D name equal to sales. D name equal to sales. Okay, na? Then what is executed first? Always execution is always inner to outer. What is executed first? This is executed first. What this gives? This gives what? What is this query gives? This query gives what? Sales department number. What is the sales department number? 30. Sales department number is 30. This whole thing is replaced with 30. What is the next one? Next one, this is executed. What is this gives? What is this gives? Salaries of the employees who belongs to sales department. Yes or no? Salaries of the employees who belongs to sales. Run this. How many are there? How many are there? Six. There are six employees belongs to sales department, their salaries. There are six employees belongs to sales, their salaries. Okay. Then, so what do you want? I want employees who are earning more than all the six values. Who are earning more than all the six values. Then select star from EMP salary greater than all. Understood that? Earning more than all the employees of sales department. Salary must be greater than salaries of the employees who belongs to sales. But sales D name. D name is not there in EMP table. What is there? It is there in department table. Then what we have to write? Department number equal to sales department number. How to get the sales department number? Again, another subquery. Understood? Sir, if he gives employees belongs to 30th department. If he gives like this, then suppose once again, if he give like this, you don't need this subquery. You don't need to write another subquery. Just here you write what's 30. But is not given department number. He has given department name. Then he has given department name. Department number is not given. Department name is given. Then what you have to do? You have to write again another subquery. Then so department number equal to sales. That's all. You can write like this, any number of, but execution is always inner to outer. So first it execute this. This is replaced with 30. Next, this is executed. This returns salaries of employees belongs to 30. How many salaries? 6. Outer query selects employees who are earning more than all the values. Okay, that's all. Execution is like this. So this is executed first. This returns 30. Next, this is executed next. This is executed next. So this returns 6. 6 values. Okay. So here instead of writing 2 subqueries, you can write a join query. Select the salaries of the employees who belongs to sales department. Yes, you can write a join query. Instead of writing 2 subqueries, you can write join. Anything is okay. Yeah. Understood. Now, so what is the outer query selects? Outer query selects what? Earning more than all the values. Yes, there is a salary 3000. Selected or not? 3000 is greater than all the values. Yes. 5000. Yes. 2000. No, because 2000 is not greater than 2850. So it should be greater than all the values. Understood then? So now, then suppose you see this, then so these four employees earning more than all all the employees of sales department. Okay, understood then? So what I'm saying is, instead of writing what, you can also write like this: salary greater than what. You can write a join query. What that is? Select E dot salary from what? EMP as E, next department as D, on E dot department number equals to D dot department number, where D name equal to what? Sales. So this query also returns employees belongs to sales department. It returns salaries. Anything is okay, either this or this. Okay. Okay. Then that's anything is okay. Next. Suppose if I ask what, who are earning more than, okay, na? Any of the employee belongs to sales department. Any of the employee. Then you have to use one, any. Here I'm asking all the employees. The salary must be greater than all the employees' salary. Then all. Any of the employee. Then any. Okay. Then okay. So next. What the next one is? Correlated subqueries. Correlated subqueries. You see that given types in the beginning. Okay. Now, so then, so we can write subqueries in where, from, select. We started with what? Subqueries in where class. Again, we have three types: single, multi, correlated. What we completed is single and multi. Next one, correlated. Then, so correlated subquery. If inner query returns, sorry, what is the definition of correlated subquery is? Okay. Then up to now, the subqueries we have written, the subqueries we have written, all these subqueries are one category and correlated subqueries are different in terms of execution. So correlated subqueries are different from normal subqueries. So if it is a normal subquery, how it works? See, here you write query like this, select, inside select. Execution starts from uh, inner query. Execution. First, what is executed first? Inner query. Inner query is executed how many times? Inner query is executed how many times? One time. And which query refer the value? Which query refer the value? So like inner query is executed, inner query output is given to outer query. Which query takes value? Outer query takes value from inner query. See, this is the execution. First SQL execute the inner query. Next it executes outer query. And inner query is executed how many times? One time. And which query takes value? Outer query takes value from inner query. But when it comes to correlated subqueries, so correlated subqueries execution is different. Execution starts from outer query. Execution starts from outer query. And inner query is executed number of times. Inner query is not executed only one time. Inner query is executed what? Number of times. How many times this subquery is executed depends on the number of rows. If number of rows are 14, subquery is executed 14 times. Number of rows are 20, the subquery is executed 20 times. Okay, then. So execution starts from outer query and inner query is not just executed once, executed number of times depends on the number of rows. And here, which query takes value? First, inner query takes value from outer query and executed and gives value to outer query. First, inner query takes value from outer query and executed and gives value to outer query. Here, inner query takes value from outer query takes value from inner. That is the reason it is called correlated. Because here both queries takes values from one another. Inner query takes value from outer query takes value from inner. That's why it is called correlated. Okay. Then, so what the definition is? If inner query references values of outer query, if inner query references values of outer query, then it is called correlated subquery. If inner query references values of outer query, then it is called correlated subquery. Okay, then here execution starts from outer query and inner query is executed number of times depends on number of rows written by outer query. Okay. So sometimes you need to execute subquery only once for the entire table. You need to execute subquery only once, then go for normal subquery. Sometimes you need to execute the subquery for every row, then go for correlate. Okay, then so use correlated subqueries. Use correlated subquery to execute subquery for each row written by outer query. Use correlated subquery to execute subquery for each row written by outer query. If you want to execute subquery for every row, correlated. Just execute only once, then normal subquery. Okay, then I'll take one example, then you'll understand the difference. Okay, so when to use normal, when to use correlated. Suppose, let's take one example, then just I'm taking the table. Okay, then so let's see. Okay, then so this table is given. Okay, then so from this table, suppose what I want is, okay, I want to see, suppose like employees earning more than average salary of the organization, who are earning more than average salary of the organization. Who are earning more than organization average salary. Okay. Then who are earning more than average salary of the organization. Uh, so here, then here. So what is the organization average salary here? What is the average salary? Hmm? What is the average salary here? How much? Average salary is how much? Hmm? 4,200. 4,200 is the average salary. Yes. Okay, na? 10,000. 13. 13 plus 8. 21,000. 21,000 by 5. 4,200. So that is the average salary. Then what you have to find out? Who are earning more than that average salary? Yes. Then what? See, once again, then who are earning more than, where salary should be greater than what? What? Average salary. So tell me, do we need to calculate the average salary for every employee or once for the table enough? Do we need to calculate the average salary for every employee separately or once for the table? Once for the table. No need to calculate for every row because employee to employee, organization average salary same or different? Same. So no need to calculate for every row. Sir, this employee salary should be compared with 4,200. This employee salary should be compared with 4,200. So every employee salary should be compared with 4,200. So we don't need to calculate the average salary for every row separately. Just calculate only once. So then in this case, go for normal subquery. So here write a subquery to calculate the average salary. What? Select what? Average salary from EMP. From EMP then. So what is executed first? This is normal subquery. This is executed first. This whole thing is replaced with what? 4,200. Next it executes what? Outer query. It got the first record. 6,000 greater than 4,200. Yes. 3,000. No. 4,000. No. 5,000. Yes. 3,000. No. So how many times this subquery is executed? Only once. We don't need to calculate for every row separately. Calculate only once. Enough. Because row to row it changes, then we have to calculate for every row separately. But row to row it remains same. So that's why no need to calculate for every row separately. Then, so if this is the case, then use normal subquery. Okay. Then suppose the question is what? For example, employees earning more than average salary of their department, who are earning more than average salary of what? Their department. Employee's salary should be greater than employee salary. You have to compare the, what we have to compare? We have to compare the salary with what? Salary should be greater than what? Average salary of the department. Which department? Employee department. If employee belongs to 10, 10. If employee belongs to 20, 20. If employee belongs to 30, 30. Okay. Then once again, suppose what is the salary of this employee? 6,000. He belongs to 10th department. And then, so you have to compare this employee's salary with 10th department average salary. You have to compare this employee's salary with 10th department average. What is the 10th department average? 4,500. 6,000 plus 3,000 by 2. There are two, na? One is 6,000, one is 3,000. 6,000 plus 3,000 by 2. 4,500. So is he earning more than average salary of his department? Yes, select. Next, go to the next one. What is the salary? 3,000. Belongs to 20. What is the 20th department average salary? 4,000. So 3,000 plus 5,000 by 2. 8,000 by 2. Then 4,000. Is 4,000 is greater than 3,000? Sorry, 3,000 is greater than 4,000? No, don't select. 4,000. 30. What is the 30th average salary? 4,000. 4,000 greater than 4,000? No. 5,000 belongs to 20. So what is the 20th average salary? 4,000. 5,000 greater than 4,000? Yes, select. 3,000 belongs to 10. So what is the 10th department average? 4,500. Greater than? No, don't select. That's all. So that means, tell me here, every row, you have to calculate the average salary of the department. Yes. You are at first row, then subquery should calculate average salary of 10th department. When you are at second row, subquery should calculate average salary of what? 20th. You are at third row, subquery should calculate average salary of what? 30th. So that means row to row department is changing now. When department changes, subquery should be re-executed. You have to execute the subquery for every row. So if this is the case, then you have to use correlated subquery. Understood? Then previous, just execute only once, because you have to compare salaries with organization average salary. Organization average salary remains same for all the employees. But you have to compare now, you have to compare salary with department average salary. Employee to employee, department is same or different? Different. So he's working for 10. Next is working for 20. Is working for 30. So employee to employee, department is changing. Then subquery should be re-executed. Okay. Then, so if this is the case, then correlated subquery. And then how to write? How to write? Select star from EMP. Next, where salary should be greater than what? Salary should be greater than average salary. How to write the query? Average salary from EMP. What? This subquery should return what? The subquery should return average salary of what? Department. Which department? Not all. Not all. Employee department. Don't compare with all the departments. Compare with each department. So this employee belongs to 10. Then compare with 10th department. Then in out to this subquery should calculate what? The subquery should calculate department average salary. Which department? Employee. Employee belongs to 10, 10. If employee belongs to 20, 20. Then how to access where what? Department number equals to here what's it? What you have to write? You have to write employee department. If employee belongs to 10, 10. If employee belongs to 20, 20. If employee belongs to 30, 30. So here how to access the employee department? So here this query returns what? Employee details, no? Outer query, the select start from EMP means it returns employee details. So in inner query, I want employee department. Then what you have to do is as E. Then here you say E dot department number. As E, here you have to say what? E dot department number. Okay, then. So then what is this subquery is called? This subquery is called correlated subquery. What is the subquery is called? Correlated subquery. Okay, na? Then, sir, here you see this. Here, what the definition is? If inner query references what? Values of outer query, then it is called correlated subquery. If inner query references values of outer query, then it is called correlated subquery. So here you see that this value is coming from where? Outer query. This value is coming from where? Outer query. So inner query is referring the values of outer. Then it is called correlated. If it is a correlated, then execution starts from outer query. See, let's see how it is executed. Then it go to the first row. Okay, na? Then execution starts from outer query table, EMP table. It go to the first row. Apply the condition. What is the condition? Salary greater than. What is the salary? 6,000. 6,000 greater than. Execute the subquery. What that is? Select average salary from EMP department number equals to E dot department number. What is E dot department number? Current row value. Okay, na? You are at first row. E dot means current row value. What is E dot department number? 10. That means this whole thing is replaced with what? 10. You see that here E dot department number is replaced with what? 10. Then what is the subquery calculates 10th department average salary? What is the 10th department average salary? 4,500. So tell me 6,000 is greater than 4,500? Yes, selected. Next, go to the next one. So what is 3,000? 3,000 greater than, then 3,000 greater than. Now again see that. What is the where condition? Where department number equals to E dot department number. What is this time? What is E dot department number is 20. Current row value 20. What is 20? 20th average salary. 20th average salary is what? 4,000. So is 3,000 greater than 4,000? No, condition false. Here 4,000. 4,000 greater than. Now what? Where? Department number equals to. Now this time, what is the department number? 30. So what is the 30th department average salary? 4,000. 4,000 greater than 4,000? No, condition false. Next one, 5,000. 5,000 greater than, now where department number equals to 20. What is the 20th department average salary? 4,000. 4,000? 4,000, no? Yes or no? So is 4,000 greater than 4,000? Condition? What is the 20th? 5,000 plus 4,000, no? Condition? True. When condition true, selected. Yes or no? Here condition true. Here also condition what's it? True. Then here 3,000. Salary is how much? 3,000. Greater than. Where department number equals to 10. What is the 10th department average? 4,500. Condition false. Not selected. Okay, na? Then. So condition is what? True. Your condition what's it? False. Your condition is false. Then. Okay. So for this example, how many times subcore is executed? How many times subcore is executed? 5 times. How many rows are there? 5 rows. So it is executed for every row. Okay. Then. Then so if I give 10 here, then if I give 10 here, then if I give 10, then it is a normal subquery. So it is executed how many times? Only one time. So it is replaced with 10th department average salary. Every employee's salary is compared with 10th department average salary. But I don't want to compare with 10th department. I want to compare with his own department. Compare with his own department. Then how to access the his department, employee department? Then so declare the alias, use that alias here. What that is? E dot department number. Okay. Then E dot department number. Understood? So when you submit this, how SQL will identify it is normal subquery now, correlated subquery now? Because execution is different. Normal subquery, it follow one execution. Correlated, it will follow different execution. So how it will identify it is a normal subquery now, correlated? How SQL will identify the subquery is normal subquery now, correlated subquery now? How it will identify? That's all based on this. Here, you see that this value is coming from where? Outer query. Inner query is referring the values of outer. If inner query refers values of outer, then it is correlated. Okay, na? If it is not referring, then like you given 10 something, then normal subquery. That's all. If it is normal subquery, then first this is executed. This is replaced with value. Next, this is executed. But if it is a correlated, it is executed for every row. Understood? Then now, then so let's run this. Then here, see this is belongs to 10. There belongs to 20. There belongs to what? 30. Yes. What are these employees? What is this list? This list is who are earning more than average salary of their department. You want to check whether this output is correct or not. To check whether this output is correct or not, then so